Hi there, welcome to Hourglass Workshops and Conversations with Nancy and Cheryl. I'm Nancy Burns, I'm an acupuncturist in Silicon Valley, California.
And I'm Cheryl Seavey, also in Silicon Valley, and I'm a writer, researcher, and blogger on women's issues today. And in our last video, we chatted a bit about the new year and our word of the year,
Right.
which we want to go into a little bit more depth about, why we picked them, how we did, and what they mean to us going forward.
Right. For me, when we started Hourglass Workshop about 10 years ago, our whole idea was to get women together. Women do well when they can get together and talk and find out they are not the only one out there with any given problem.
Yeah.
I noticed that when our kids were little, and I was involved in a parent participation preschool, which was wonderful for the moms. I realized the value then because you find out your kid's not the weirdest kid out there doing the goofiest things.
Right.
That all kids do goofy things.
Right. And that became your community.
It did.
Yeah.
It did. And then I realized how important community is to women. And so now the idea is to help women in midlife because there's a lot of changes. A lot of things happen, a lot of challenges.
And our community shifts so dramatically.
Yes.
And
I mean, look at how many of your friends have moved away.
A lot.
And mine too this year, you know.
so it's been tough. So really to look at community and having good conversations. We also started the videos because we were having these great conversations, and we just felt we wanted to share them with you.
And besides, we have fun doing it.
That's right, we sure do.
And if we're entertained, we assume you must be too.
But back to our word of the year. So your word is
discernment.
And how does that apply to your community and and the people in your life?
Well, I will say that it is going to make me very aware this year of who I'm spending time with and why. Is it obligatory or am I actually, is it enriching?
Right.
I have some friends that I spend time with and I walk away feeling like I am carrying the weight of the world on my shoulder because it's
Yeah.
everything is wrong, everything is negative. And then I'll call Cheryl up and we start chatting away, and which anybody who's around realizes that we can talk on the phone for an hour and a half and still have another, multiple hours to
It's one
talk
of those
about.
adolescent skills that I brought forward.
Yeah.
Back in the day, the phone was.
But our conversations end in feeling more creative and uplifted, and that's what I want out of my community this year.
Right.
It's not that I don't want to be friends with people that are downers, but I want to limit.
I think limit, and that for me, my word is nourish, and it's all about nourishing and strengthening and things that sustain me going forward in a healthy way.
Yeah.
And that includes that, and it's interesting, we have two very different words, discerning and nourish, but yet they both
We're looking for the same
we're looking
thing.
for the same things,
Yeah,
right? Through
right.
a different lens. And nourish to me is making sure that I am around people that are supportive, and that when I am down, that I do reach out.
Yes.
Because sitting home alone does
Oh
not serve
my
me well,
goodness.
and I don't think it serves most
I
women
don't think
well.
so either.
Yeah.
And just on a quick note, having done this double knee surgery, I was basically out of the picture for almost 6 weeks, and I'll tell you what, it made me buggy not being around friends and people that I work with.
Yeah.
But in addition to that, I found myself becoming very reticent to go out and do things. And I think the more you're alone, the harder it is to get out and get back into the swing of things, know.
So if you haven't yet chosen a word, pick a word that you think will kind of lead you down a good positive path. And
Even if it's applesauce.
doesn't matter. One friend sent me a note and said her word of the year is chocolate. So
There
go
you
for
go.
it. Go
Whoa.
for it. The world is your oyster. Pick a word. Anyway, until next time, I'm Cheryl.
And I'm Nancy.
Bye now.
Bye.